ain't no hiding this. Tell them line it up like a 4th and 1. We sneaky when we slide.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And we know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice
touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. First down throw for Bridgewater. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. The Saints at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. They'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Johnson to return it. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. 3-2 their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Defensively, they have got it pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you got a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Burrow on play action. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Burrow looking to pass. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Turn the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Samaje Perine, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. 14. Saints, nothing. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get him at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Saints nothing.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
This offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Open man is Chase, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mixon with a first down carry. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They gotta go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of back. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw, no shot.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
Mixing up the middle. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
We've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Thomas.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's what I like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater, the screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Johnson on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Saints, nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for the Saints.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Bridgewater's throw taken in by Landry. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. When picked it in the end zone, they're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third.
It's only good if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hill now to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Here we go, here we
They'll
go.
come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
11.
Again, it's Mixon. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now this...